Well, this is the basis of my motorcycle roll starter. I started on this a couple years ago, didn't have the right materials. But I've got a motor already for it. There's this flange is welded in already. This piece right here I got from the weld shop. What came out when it was done, it wasn't exactly what they needed. So I got it for scrap. You can see the weld line right here. That's where the flange is. It's going to be quite offset and fairly heavy, so I'm going to run probably 1.5 inch, 1.25 shaft. Those are 1.25 pillow blocks. So probably go with 1.25. And then I'm going to use I don't know if I'll need this hub or not, but look for a garden tractor front wheel. This is a rear, it's just too tall. You'd put the motorcycle up in the air too far. That's kind of what I had envisioned, but I'm sure I would run into contact issues with swing arms and center stands and everything else if I went like that, so I got to go much smaller. It'll still be the same center radius in the center where the tire meets, like real close, so it can sit right there and not come off left or right. I got a 1-horse electric motor sitting over by the milling machine for it. So I got to order up a shaft and mount that hub and figure out what I'm going to do to mount that or a different sprocket to that hub. And then it's all framework from there. I really need it. I've needed one of these for years. Some of these old motorcycles, you know, they kind of dry up and the valves don't seal right. And there's nothing wrong with them. There's no sense tearing the whole engine apart and spending $500 on a top end. You put it on one of these roll starters, spin her up, get her a little bit warmed up. They fire right up, and 10-15 minutes later you got a motorcycle. But otherwise, you can just spend, you know, you can drop $1,000 into a top end on anything. If it's just, you know, the rings are a little dried up and valves aren't seating correctly, this will fix it. This will make it run. Like I said, I've been needing one for years, and now I need one bad, so I want to build it.